Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my review of the first round of the WWE Mixed Match Challenge and kind of my thoughts on that and my predictions for the quarterfinals of that tournament. So, yeah, obviously, if you guys didn't know, for the past 6 weeks, they've been doing the Mixed Match Challenge. It started on... I actually don't know when it started, actually. It started on January 16th, 2018, and it's still going on. The first round just ended last week. So now we're in the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals is going to air on Tuesday. This show has been airing after SmackDown, and it's about a 20-minute show every week. It airs on Facebook Live right after SmackDown. And then in about a day or two, I would say around Friday time, it goes right to the WWE Network. So there you go. And overall, I would say this has kind of been a failure pretty much. I really don't think this has been all that compelling of a tournament. There's been things about it I've liked, but it just doesn't really seem all that interesting. They try to get you to comment a lot on Facebook, but there's a ton of problems with it. Like, 1 week I went to comment and read comments down when I was doing my live reactions, and the comments go up so fast you can't even read them, and then it draws your attention away from the match. Other weeks I didn't see any comments at all. If you watch it full screen, you can't, it doesn't update enough about who's watching it live, so there's a lot of problems with it. The commentary team I think has been very good. I like the commentary team of Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Beth Phoenix. I think that's a really good commentary team. I like the host of Renee Young and Byron Saxton. I think they do a very good job of being the hosts. Well, mainly Renee Young. Byron Saxton, sort of. He's kind of a goof. And it has like its own Facebook page. They do like mini skits. The only problem I have with this tournament is this was supposed to be advanced on Raw and SmackDown, they explained, as like storylines, and they really haven't done a whole lot of that. Basically what happens is it's like its own unique universe. So I think that's just kind of strange. The winner of this tournament gets $35 million to like a charity of their choice. And they have like different charities represented. The format's really weird. I don't believe for a second that all that money's going towards the charity of their choice. I just think it's a marketing scam. So yeah, that's that. That's basically really all I have to say. I'm going to kind of go through the teams that were in this tournament. I did this before, but I'll just do it again. So representing Team Raw was... for representing the Raw teams, because the first 6 weeks of the tournament were Raw versus SmackDown teams. So representing the Raw teams was Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman. They were representing Connor's Cure, which we know WWE loves. Representing, and then continuing, representing the Special Olympics, Sasha Banks and Finn Balor. Representing Susan G. Komen, Nia Jax and Apollo. Represented Rescue Dogs Rock, Asuka and The Miz. Represented Higher Heroes USA, Mandy Rose and Goldust. Obviously, we know Alicia Fox was originally supposed to team up with Goldust, but because she got injured, they replaced her with Mandy Rose. Represented Americans, Bayley and Elias. It was originally supposed to be Samoa Joe as a partner, but because Samoa Joe got hurt, they replaced her with Elias. They did like a poll where it was going to either be Samoa Joe, Jason Jordan, and Elias, and I guess Elias got like the second amount of most votes. So, and then we have the SmackDown teams representing Girl Up, Charlotte Flair and Bobby Roode. Representing Global Citizens, Lana and Rusev. Representing Boys and Girls Clubs of America, Naomi and Jimmy Uso. Representing Make-A-Wish, Natalia and Shinsuke Nakamura. Representing UNICEF, Becky Lynch and Sami Zayn. And representing Kaboom, Carmella and Big E. So yeah, those are the teams. Overall, some of the team ups actually I've liked. I love the pair up of Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman, Asuka and The Miz. I like the pair up of Sasha Banks and Finn Balor, but I think Bayley and Finn Balor would have made more sense. Charlotte Flair and Bobby Roode's been a good pair up. Obviously, Lana and Rusev and Naomi and Jimmy Uso since they were married. And I did like the pair up between Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch. And I actually like the pair up between Goldust and Mandy Rose. I think that was a good pair up. Ones that have just been really random is Nia Jax and Apollo. That's been ridiculous. Bayley and Elias. Natalia and Shinsuke Nakamura and Carmelo and Big E. Those are just nothings. So yeah, that's just my thoughts there. Let me talk about the matches themselves. The best match has been week 1, which was Finn Balor and Sasha Banks versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Natalia. I thought that was I think that's been the best match of the whole tournament. I really enjoyed that match. Balor and Banks ended up winning that match, so they advanced to the quarterfinals. Really didn't care much for The Miz and Asuka versus Big E and Carmella. I thought that was just basically a squash match, and I didn't really care about that at all. I loved the Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss versus Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch match. I thought that was very entertaining. Watching Strowman kill everybody and Alexa Bliss calls Strowman handsome. I thought that was an entertaining duo. I thought the match between Jimmy Uso and Naomi and Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman ended up beating them to advance. I thought the match between Goldust and Mandy Rose and Jimmy Uso and Naomi was entertaining, and Jimmy Uso and Naomi won, which we knew was going to happen. Really didn't care all that much for the last 2 matches, which was Rusev and Lana versus Elias and Bayley. I thought that match would have been more entertaining, but it really just was a match. And the same thing for Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair versus Apollo and Nia Jax. I didn't really care all much for that either. So yeah, didn't really care all that much about. So overall, this has just been kind of there. This is just kind of something to do, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, now we're on the quarterfinals, and I'm gonna do my. So overall, I think the first round has been okay. Really nothing fantastic. If you want to watch the first round matches, the matches I would recommend would be week 1, Balor and Banks versus Nakamura and Natalia. Week 3 would be Strowman and Alexa versus Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch. And then week 4 would be Goldust and Mandy Rose versus Jimmy Uso and Naomi. However, I will say this, I also forgot to mention they've been doing weekly polls on the Facebook page where you can vote on each thing. So in the week 3 match between Strowman and Bliss and Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch, you could vote whether or not you wanted to have you could vote who between Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch was going to start the match. In the Goldust and Rose versus Jimmy Uso and Naomi match, you could have voted who you wanted to be the special guest referee between Daniel Bryan and Kurt Angle, and I think that was really all you could. In the Elias and Bayley versus Rusev and Lana match, you could vote who you wanted to talk to in the comments. It was either going to be Big E and Carmelo or Shinsuke Nakamura and Natalia, so little things like that. So I guess they're trying to up the show and stuff, so whatever. But now we have the quarterfinals, which is going to be taking place from week 7 to week 9. I'm going to say what the matches are and then give my predictions for them. So for week 7, which is this week, upcoming Tuesday, tomorrow night, we have Finn Balor and Sasha Banks versus Raw's The Miz and Asuka. And then in week 8, we're going to have Raw's Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss versus SmackDown's Jimmy Uso and Naomi. And then for week 9, we're going to have SmackDown's Rusev and Lana versus SmackDown's Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair. So those actually sound like some pretty good matches there. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night's match, but I'm also looking forward to week 9. And I'm actually looking forward to watching week 8 just because, I love the pair of Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss, so that's going to be interesting. I'm going to give my predictions of who I think is going to advance to the quarterfinals, I should say the semifinals. Yeah, we have Finn Balor and Sasha Banks versus The Miz and Asuka. This is really a tough one for me to predict because we have the whole thing where Asuka's undefeated, but if Finn Balor pins Miz, it won't really affect Asuka's win-loss record really all that much because it is a tag match and she doesn't get pinned in the match, so that she does have that out. But I am going to pick that The Miz and Asuka are going to win this match. I think, you want to keep that undefeated streak going. So I'm going to say the Miz and Asuka will defeat Balor and Banks. And then for the Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss versus Jimmy Uso and Naomi match, I love the team up of Braun and Alexa. I'm picking them to win. Don't really need much of an explanation. For Rusev and Lana versus Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair, probably going to say Bobby Roode and Charlotte Flair are going to win that match. I think they're going to advance to the the semifinals. I would like to see Rusev and Lana advance, but whatever. I'm actually looking forward to that match just because, you have both teams I like. So, yeah, that's basically it for the Mixed Match Challenge predictions and review. So I don't really have anything left to say. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video for more content. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell so that way every time you upload a video, you guys will get the notifications for it. And make sure you guys do the same thing for my Owen the Talkinator and CM Brothers channel. And that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.